Hey everybody, it's Alan from Diabolical. This is the segment on our retro kit for the spin levers. So if you've got a first gen, couple-year-old up till within the last 6 months enclosure for a Jeep or a Bronco, we now have the ability to remove some of those rear folding top quick release pins and swap out to a spin lever similar to what you'd see on a hard top Freedom panel. So we came up with our own design, and we're gonna show you how to install these on your existing top for your Jeep or your Bronco. Depending on if you have a Jeep or a Bronco, there's two different templates. The smaller one is for the Jeep. This is what you're gonna do is, this is your folding top, take it off, put it on a table. This is your hinges. So this is the middle of the folding top. So you wanna go to the outside upper corner, and what you're gonna do is line these arrows up right where the bend starts. You want an outside edge, and you can see about 1/8 of an inch. That's where it's got a curve to the top, to the metal itself. And you're gonna mark and drill that hole. If you have a Bronco, the Bronco one is this size because the side frames underneath on a Bronco are shorter than a Jeep. So we have to move this hole back. So again, right where your bend starts, going down about 1/8 of an inch off of each edge, line up an arrow to the outside, arrow to the outside. That's where we're gonna mark the hole. So this is the one that I'm gonna work on right now. So the first step is take a piece of tape. This just makes it easier to mark and keep any drill shavings clear and easier to pull off. So I'm gonna set this to where I've got about 1/8 of an inch from the edge, and I'm gonna mark this. So that's where I'm gonna drill my hole. If you wanna add on more tape, remove your tape, that's fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a 1/4 inch drill bit. I'm gonna extend this out past my table a little bit so I don't drill through my table. We're gonna take a 1/4 inch drill bit, and we are going to drill straight down through this. So let's get this all lined up. Make sure there's nothing on the underside that's a shaving you've got to move off. If you do, kind of take them off. You can use a set of pliers or screwdriver just to kind of chip them off so they're not there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tape off now, and we're going to do the installation of the lever. Now if you have the existing marine deck mat, that would be sitting over the top of this. So all you would have to do is peel that upper corner back, use some tape to kind of, hold it folded over, drill your hole, put your bolt in, and then when you put that back down, it should still be sticky with the 3M tape. If it's not, go get you some double-sided tape that goes to the underside of what you peeled up, and you can re-stick that down with double-sided tape. The bolt that we supply, it's got a rubber washer on it. We want that so it doesn't spin that easy. So we're gonna take that, put that straight down, and we're gonna flip this upside down for right now. Hold on to it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 2 nylon large washers, put them down on top. We're gonna put the spin lever on, and then a washer and a nut. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna wanna tighten this up. You can see that this will spin just like this underneath the top itself. And this gap that's right here is going to be perfect for fitting on, going underneath that side frame that the folding top sits within. Now, if you find that when you get it all together, if it's too high and you need to take it out, take out one of your washers and it'll drop in. If it's not high enough, take a regular washer and add it to it, because there might be a slight deviation of up to 1/16 of an inch in manufacturing with the bends on all of this. The easiest thing to do is we're gonna take, and you wanna be able to hold this right here. So the easiest way that I've found to do it is take a set of pliers, needle nose or something, because this is a very small thickness in the washer. So we don't want it to where people can easily grab it with vice grips and try and unspin it, because it'll just constantly fall off of it, okay? Which is good. So what we want to do is take our our pliers and just get on it to where you're holding it just kind of snug, and grab your socket and slowly tighten this up till you get to about the tightness of the spin. I want it with a little bit of friction, so it's not that easy, and that's it right there. No damage to the powder coat that's on it. If you've got the mat, fold it back over, stick it down. If you have to go get some double-sided tape to put under this corner, go do that. And you're gonna repeat the same thing on both sides. We'll move to the larger one and we'll do the exact same thing. So again, we're gonna take tape, put it down so it's easier to mark where I need to go with it. I'm still using the Bronco one, just because I did that on this one with the center. So I'm gonna line this up again with the front edge of the large folding top, which is at the middle where your hinges are. And I wanna be about 1/8 of an inch off of the edge where the bend starts. I'm gonna mark the hole, and that's where I'm gonna drill. Sweep the floor, because if you're doing it inside somewhere, you don't want to have those around you. Again, if you've got the marine deck mat on this, you're going to want to peel it back. Just the corner, fold it over, have a piece of tape, hold that folded back while you're putting this washer and bolt combo in. This one's unpowder coated, so it's a little bit easier to see. It's going to drop right in. And then we're going to flip this over, take the 2 plastic washers, put them on, have your top washer. I like to put the rounded edge down on the lever itself, that way it doesn't dig in. Put your nut on, just so you see it this way, is I just want to hold this just like this, nice and flat. Doesn't take a lot of tension on it to hold it. Grab my socket and tighten this up to get about the tension that I want. I'll tighten it up a little bit more. This doesn't stick up that high. Again, if you've got the marine deck mat, fold it back over. If you'll have a little bit of bump underneath it, but the mat sits over about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch past this bolt, okay? So that'll still look nice and flat. It's up to you if you want to maybe scratch the underside, take a little bit of the mat off over this so it's really flush. Totally up to you, it's not necessary, but put that all together, and then this way you've got the folding top with the 4 spin handles at the middle of the folding top and at the tailgate end of the folding top. And when you go to do the other side, it's the same thing. You're gonna take the same template and you're going to set it on showing outside edge arrow towards tailgate arrow. You're gonna mark a hole here and drill it, and you're gonna do the same thing on the small top that you did on the other side. Okay, so now that you're done with all 4 bolts, if you've got the marine deck mat, you've got that nice and put back down, use double-sided tape if you have to. I did mine that's been sitting on my vehicle for 4 years, my mats, and they went right back down on. I was really shocked, but happy at the same time. Once you get all that done, what you've got now is when you put your top on and off, you've got a nice spin lever that goes on instead of putting the quick release pins through the side frames. This just makes it super easy to spin it, fold it, spin it, fold it, and then you still have your quick release pins at the forward edge. That gives you the pivot point to stand the top up or then to remove it. And again, this is the spin lever retro kit that we made specifically for your folding top for your Jeep or your Bronco slipstream kits.